Good morning, everyone. We are live on Support Small Live with the Eastern Shore Chamber of Commerce. My name is Denise Curtis, the Communications Director, and today we are sitting down with Gerardo Flores with the Gulf Coast Rangers, our local soccer club in our area. Welcome, Gerardo.
Thanks for having me.
Or is it Coach G? Am I saying it
Yeah,
right?
yep, Coach G. G. I tell everybody, even my 5-year-old and my 3-year-old call me Daddy G or Coach G. So I don't think many people know my full name.
That's fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the Gulf Coast Rangers and your program.
Yeah, so a lot of people get a little confused with with Rangers, as we're a fairly young club, being that our our start was 2015, so we're just turning 6 years old. Gulf Coast Rangers was formed with the hope of bridging our area of soccer. We used the word adhesive. We didn't want to call it merging or partnership. It was an adhesive that worked to stick us together. And so at the time, Daphne had a small soccer club and Fairhope had a small soccer club. And we knew that if we wanted to grow in the right direction and we wanted to move soccer forward, we needed to work together. So luckily, we did partner with Glasgow Rangers from Scotland, and they were our partner for 3 years. And they helped us in just building an identity, really. And so now we have Daphne Rangers, which is ages 12 all the way to our wee kickers, our little ones, so 4 years old, 3 years old, and Fairhope Rangers, and they're the same model, 12 and below. And Gulf Coast Rangers is kind of the monster. It's the 13s and to 19s, or we also have a men's and a women's team under Gulf Coast Rangers. Um, so that's a lot of players. We have about, all in all, over 400 players in the Gulf Coast Rangers age group. And as of just this past week, we had announced and formed 2 teams over in North Mobile that will be part of Gulf Coast Rangers. So we're expanding and growing, but all with the same idea that we started off with, which was we just wanted to provide a good soccer experience and help develop young people along the way.
That's fantastic. And I'm sure you guys are facing some challenges now that we're in the COVID-19 world. Things are changing around us. Talk to us a little bit about youth athletics and the challenges you face there.
It's been tough, as probably every sport is going through it. One of the things that we work closely with the state association, so Alabama Soccer Association, and United States Youth Soccer. And so we're paying attention to the guidelines and the direction that they're giving us, and we're paying attention to obviously local government, and just making sure that we're responsible and that we're not putting ourselves as coaches or the players and the families in a situation where they either feel uncomfortable or unsafe. So we built a return to play protocol, and so that's been our step by step of coming back to the soccer fields in a responsible way. Um, we've had to be as transparent. We've wanted to be as transparent as possible so that parents and players feel that they know what's happening next and what's going on. I think we've done a really good job with leaning on other soccer clubs in the state and asking questions to other people in the region. Um, how do we? It's just very strange time. So leaning on each other and asking questions to other people has been really helpful. If anything, we found that a lot of people are working together to tackle these challenges rather than, you know, normally in the soccer or sports world, everybody tries to have a secret sauce and a secret to their sport. Right now, everybody's willing to share and learn and try to adapt. So um, we've done as much as our social distancing practices that we set up in the first few weeks. Our coaches were in the first stage wearing face masks during the sessions, and we phased out of those areas. So now practices are looking more like practice. but we're still asking that social distance is respected. We're asking that parents not be at the fields congregating in small groups. So we're doing a lot of little things, Denise, that might become the new norm. But these are just things that we're having to adapt.
Of course, it's good to see all that working together, even across different teams and things like that. Are you able to get games on the schedule at this point and tournaments, things like that?
So we as a club, we are doing some stuff all in-house. So if we're competing, we're basically doing it within our fields and our own club and our own teams. There are some local things going on, just as close as Foley. They're hosting a couple events over at the OWA and Sports Tourism, Foley Sports Tourism. So we've encouraged some of the families to participate in that if they feel comfortable in participating in it. We're going to hold off up until August to start going into what we consider our travel period, and we're just going by what we're learning and seeing how that all plays out. But as of right now, we hope and we expect to return to soccer in August with some traveling involved. That will probably look different to what we traditionally used to do. So we're trying to
Now, for
figure it out
some
as
of
we
us,
go.
yes, some of us, if you have kids at home that aren't necessarily able to participate right now, maybe you're holding them back for whatever, for safety reasons. What are some good ways we can get them active at home?
Yeah, it's huge. So one of the things that we did during the lockdown was we took to what you and I are doing. We took to Zoom to interact with the players, and we created little challenges for them. We created classrooms all online and homework, activities for them to be able to do with a ball. It's amazing now the what digital soccer or digital youth sports in general can look like. And that's actually a real conversation now that we're talking about adding to our program is a digital academy, allowing players to access things through our online, our website, and be able to go online and check what the activity of the day, the exercise of the day is, and they can be active at home, never to leave their living room or their backyard. So what I would suggest is one, we definitely see now that we've returned back to play, Denise, we've seen the lack of activity of kids. You can see it in them, right? Either the lack of fitness, fatigue, just the fact that they're pale and they don't have a sun kiss, right? So we know that they've not been as active as they should be. So it's really important because that's a real health concern of why we want our kids doing sports is to live an active and healthy lifestyle. So I would encourage if families don't feel ready or that their child should participate, which we are seeing a trend in soccer specifically. We are seeing a maybe 15 to 20% drop off right now of kids not returning to organized play. And that could be for those reasons, right? Not feeling safe or unsure, or maybe a family member at home that is has some compromising issues or underlying issues. So I would recommend and suggest that families keep looking for creative and fun ways from their local, maybe soccer club or activities online, and encourage their kid to take up 30, 45 minutes, an hour of fun activities at home. So we're encouraging that, and that's a real conversation that we're having as to offering a digital Rangers Academy to start getting kids to do stuff online.
And if we want to sign our kids up to be part of the Gulf Coast Rangers, how do we get in touch with you guys to do that? When does all that happen?
So right now, if you want to participate in our local soccer, soccer doesn't leave our area, I would go ahead and check out the website and our social media. I think our social media game's pretty strong. So all of our links for registration could be found on the Facebook pages. Instagram has a lot of updates on images and our coaches and our players, but Facebook is pretty heavily our click to register place to go, and it will take you to like a one-page registration. If you have any interest or have questions about it, again, Facebook is great. Or you can email me directly, gfloressoccer@gmail.com. And then we have the website, Denise, is Daphne Rangers Academy.com. So if families are interested or just want to know about how to get started, I know they're eager to get their kids outdoors, so they can definitely pop online and see all the programs that we have to offer.
We will definitely put that website address in the comment section for people where they can easily find it. Is there anything else you'd like to add today?
Yeah, we have, speaking of changes and adapting, we have what we hope to be an exciting event coming in August, at the end of August, August 29th. We have a one-day invitational that Gulf Coast Rangers is hosting. And we hope to bring teams from the area, from I would say, as far as Mandeville, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, or Panama City, and the pretty 2-hour radius, should we say, inviting teams to come in for the day instead of the traditional tournament format, which is hotel stay overnight. We want families to come in, play 2 games, and head home. And so this is our way of trying to create competition, create a chance for players to play, bring families to our area and to see our pretty fields and our beautiful cities and everything we have to offer. But also feel safe, that they don't have to come and stay in hotels maybe when they're not ready, or have to pay for expenses when they may not be comfortable. So we are challenging ourselves, and we are trying to get this invitational, preseason invitational off the ground for August 29th.
What a great idea. We'll post information about that in the comment section as well. Thank you so much for coming on today for Support Small Live. We appreciate you. And
Thank you.
if anyone has any questions, you know where to find them. Thank you. Have
Thanks
a good
so
day.
much. Bye, Denise.
Bye.